Arrested for breaches of COVID rules, and one was also arrested for assaulting an emergency service worker. Max Walsh reports.
There were cheers for those escorted out of the building after putting up a fight for so long. But it was outside, where tensions were beginning to boil over. This standoff began with bailiffs arriving here at 8:30 this morning. But they were soon joined by a heavy police presence, mindful of a growing crowd. For those inside, this is the place they described as a community centre, open for all, and which they refuse to give up.
You can be here, you can get free food, you can get free clothes, you can hang out, you can live, you can speak, you know. That's what we're fighting for, because that doesn't exist anymore.
Clearly some people would say you don't belong there, this is illegal. What would you say to that?
I would say that all of this land, nobody initially owned the land. No one still owns the land. That land was taken by force.
But it's force which is now needed to evict them. The squatters have been living here for 2 months and say this building on Gloucester Road has been left empty for years.
There's an empty building, they're homeless people, we're in the middle of a pandemic, they're people who need a roof over their head, they're people who deserve a safe space, and they're being made homeless.
Have you been living there?
I have been living here for a few days, yes, because I'm homeless myself when I needed a home, and they were kind enough to let me in.
As I too was moved on by police, more officers began arriving. But those inside appeared willing to risk serious injury, as opposed to giving up a space which they believed was rightfully theirs. You would admit, surely, that you are staying there illegally.
It's not illegal. Squatting laws were actually put in place to protect soldiers from becoming homeless after World War II. Those laws protect individuals in this country who are most vulnerable. They are legal, and as long as they remain legal, we all have human rights to property.
But after being granted a court order, the authorities would disagree. Well, after this dramatic day, which saw some of the people living inside actually come out onto the ledges there to avoid being evicted, now everyone living there has chosen to come out peacefully, bringing to an end this high-stakes standoff. Max Walsh, ITV News.
People in Chippenham are being asked for their opinions on a controversial new road around the town, which would pave the way for thousands of new homes.